Marvel is making another leap from comics to TV, but this time it's teen drama TV.
I wonder what channel it's going to go on.
So, I mean, we've seen DC do this. Like,
Yeah.
Flash has been retooled for more of a teen audience.
Works great.
Arrow as well.
Yeah.
Gotham to a lesser extent. But now we have Cloak and Dagger going to Freeform, previously known as ABC Family, the cable offshoot from the Disney Marvel brand of television. I mean, they also have ABC, but it's not going there, where
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is now and where Agent Carter was previously. So they're going to send, I guess, the story of two teenage superheroes over to their teen channel. Though I think Freeform has a mostly female audience, so I don't know how much this will end up tweaking the storytelling.
No, I think that it's a good fit. I mean, the only reason I kind of watch some of these shows is just I watch How to Get Away with Murder on ABC, and I'll often be bombarded with all the ads for like Shadowhunters, which I hear is good. The show Beyond, I believe, which is, I mean, they're all aimed at a young.
It is,
kind of-
Freeform is shifting a little bit,
Yeah,
because this is a different tone they've taken for like Baby Daddy, Young and Hungry, some
Yes.
other shows from a little bit before the Freeform era, which is taking more of a teen supernatural route.
Yeah, and I feel like you mentioned it at the start. I feel like the Flash kind of revamped things a little bit. Like Arrow was good. I just don't think that Arrow mastered the niche audience of those that are going to come in, that are comic book fans, that are diehards and going to want to watch it, and maybe more neutral fans that want to see a little like on-screen chemistry, so a love story. Like the Flash was so, like, especially the first two seasons, like the Cisco relationship with Barry Allen was one of the best like that I'd seen portrayed in a comic book series. A comic book idea that went into a show. So I loved what they did with it, and they made it fun-loving, but they also made it emotional, and they appealed to a lot of people. So I feel like what Marvel's seeing here with this idea is it's a very similar idea towards it to try and, because I don't think Marvel has we've talked about this many times, when it comes to cable television, they haven't really mastered it.
On
Like,
network
the way that they did on Netflix is completely different to the way they tackle like the more light-hearted stuff, and I feel like that's something they're still experimenting with, because I've never been a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've never been a fan of Agent Carter.
I liked Agent Carter, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it never caught me. And
Yeah.
someone was telling me, oh, you have to wait 17 episodes for it to get good. And I said, I'm not doing that.
I waited 5 seasons for Smallville to get good, and it still didn't get there.
Season 1 of Smallville was pretty damn good.
Back then it was.
things
If you
got
watch it
weird.
now, you're like, those people were actors.
Keep in mind, I was 12 at the
Yeah,
time.
so was I. I remember I was watching it.
But we do have these two roles cast already, and one of them is a Disney Channel star. This is Aubrey Joseph playing Tandy Bowen. Dagger. I mean, look at the cutouts on the chest. See, it's Dagger. She's a Dagger. Probably a different outfit for television.
No, not Freeform.
We'll see. And then we also have Aubrey Joseph playing Tyrone, and he is Cloak.
Yeah, he was in the Night Of.
Yes.
Which, with any chance I get to talk about that show, is if you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, so talk
I mean,
about
you're a
it,
big fan
but
of,
not too much long.
You're as a Star Wars fan, I'm sure you're a fan of Rez. I'm forgetting his name. Is it Rez Ahmed?
Yeah.
Him. He was the main star in the Night Of, and he was remarkable in that show. But you should watch. But yeah, I like the idea of it, and I feel like, I don't want to get too political, but I feel like it's a good idea to be pushing forward at the moment with like a very split country, very racially sensitive. Like, I just feel like, especially for aim at younger people, you know, like
You mean the interracial?
Yeah, the
romance
interracial
aspect?
idea, the interracial romance. I feel like it's perfect fit.
Sure. There are some things, I mean, again, to get political, that I think we just have to reaffirm obvious things sometimes, and maybe this is part of that.
Yes.
So these are two teens who have had powers their whole lives. They come from very different backgrounds, and then they end up forced to be together, and then they're kind of like learning about themselves and learning about their skills, and also this romance aspect clouds it up a little bit. So, I mean, that's great grounds for teen drama, or supernatural even, which seems to be what Freeform is leaning toward. It's not supernatural, I know, but it's kind of in that wheelhouse.
Yeah, I can imagine it fits in with what their motto is to do this thing. And it's like, it's combining if I'm right, I've never been a huge fan of the story before it, but it's like a privileged girl who meets, as I said, she meets a boy who they both share that connection, I imagine, with the fact they've got superpowers, and it fits perfectly for that channel. Like, I can't imagine it. There's nowhere it would be a better fit. It's a little too lighthearted of a story to turn into a Netflix Marvel original, right? I mean, it's
a young
most
story,
of these, yeah,
too.
exactly. Most of these things are very dark, unless you wanted to take it really dark in this, where you could have some sort of tensions going on between both. But I feel like ABC and Freeform is the better combination.
I think this might actually be a great
I might
choice
tune in
around here. I might. I do not have cable, but I might find a way. Audience, do you see yourself checking out Cloak and Dagger? It's coming to Freeform. Not a specific date announced just yet. Please let us know your thoughts below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.